Hello everybody, welcome back to the third installment of SLAI. In the last episode, we got virtually nothing done. I just showed you all how to play the game, what's where, all that stuff. Well, not really how to play. But anyways, in this episode, I'm going to actually load up the data we're going to be using. And, you know what? Yeah, I got it. I kinda gotta, so... I was going to actually show you how much money I needed to get all this stuff in. But seeing as I saved over that a while ago, I'll just show you. We're going to be using data 1 and 2 for this. Data 3 is something I started years ago trying to be a Hartman, and I didn't ever get too far. And yes, I'm in love with the Wolf 1 AI series. Bite me. It doesn't change, it's still the same intro, and we've seen the Miyoko intro before. Okay, this is the badass one. And I left it on, okay. You see up in the corner how it says 6,000 whatever? That's not out of the 180,000 we had before. That's out of over 4 million, no wait, that's over... I think it's 4,690,000 credits. So yeah, I used all that money on my mech, and it's still not even done. In fact, I had to abuse one of the cheats quite a bit, so it's probably more like 5 million credits I've put into this, minus whatever's left on the screen. Okay, here's one of the cheats. Now what, Master? Please don't waste time. Do you hear me, Master? Stop this right now! Well, now that you've come this far... Well, I suppose I should congratulate you. What I just did, the first time you do that, you get 10 credits free. Second time, 100. And when you reach the very top, a free 1,000. So you can actually get, at the very least, 1,110 credits each day. This resets each day. Alright. What the chip says will actually differ. If you got like a gun-hold cowboy or a samurai, they'll differ between what the badass says, for instance. Some of it may be the same simply for the sake of they didn't know how to change it. But anyways, right now I am going to go to Edgeworks to put my paint on. I hope it's not expensive. Paint doesn't really do anything, but yeah. And I never did show you Customize. Okay. With Customize, you can go one of two ways. Either Heavy, which will weigh it down and take away special abilities, in most cases. For this one, it'll take away socket holes, so fewer options. Or you can go Light. And I don't even have enough money. Nearly 8,000 isn't even enough to make it go one way or the other. It's expensive. And that's just one part. If you go heavier with the legs, you'll be able to put more on your vehicle without it being weighed down. And I still can't change it. With the arms, same thing but different effects. For my sword here, the only thing that will be decreased if it's heavy, I believe, is the thrust range. Everything else is increased, but that means weight's increased and that's a bad thing. For the sawed-off shotgun, the reason why it's so light, well, you'll pretty much see it in battle, but let's just say it's my solution to having a grenade. Because you'll you'll see that on the shoulders we have armor. I told you I was using a very light mech. This is what I have to compensate for that. That's right, I'm only using 2 out of 4 weapons that I could possibly use. And that's all you can edit. The options are not up for editing. And it's going to cost us 1,000 to apply the decal we want. Or rather the paints, because decals are free actually to apply. And now we're going to go to the SVU unit. I already named Kuro, you saw that. Another thing you can do in the SV mechanic, is it? I'm sorry, it might be unit, mechanic, I don't know. I normally never... Okay, Hangar, SV Hangar. Okay, chips are set up. Mods. Oh, this is pretty much just to show you what you have to help you complete the game totally. But we're not going to do that, because that's just a bunch of money, and you can just do the stock thing, really. You don't even have to do that. I'm going to show you what music I'm going to be using, hopefully, through this. If for some reason when I upload this, and actually this may have a delay in it. And why can't I edit? Oh, that's useful. Herp and derp. Okay, I'm going to be using Rescue Me, Falling Apart, Are You For Real, Midnight in the Midnight Hour, Blood Red Rain. I'm not going to use this, I just like this. Listen. Okay, it's not so much I find it weird because it's Japanese, I believe. I find it weird because it sounds so upbeat, and you're killing people. Or at least robots. Super Chick Anthem. Stand Up, again by Super Chick. And last one from Super Chick. Real? Did I honestly rock out this one? Good. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. And the last one, Wilbit, Everything's Alright. And apparently I'm missing one. So you know what? Just for the hell of it, should we? Should we? I don't know. Should I? Are you for real? You know what? Yes, simply be... No, we won't. We'll just add on another zebra head. Alright. Play... Oops, Okay, I can check in quickly. Alright, for the play mode you can either have normal, in which case you'll almost never hear 002. In this case, I don't, and that could actually be either, but we're going to do shuffle. So I have no idea which one will come up, but I do know if YouTube actually does another content ID thing, this one will be... It'll be muted, the game music will be muted whenever I get a content ID thing. And it may be a while before you hear the actual gameplay. I am sorry. I am very sorry. I cannot help that. Hopefully my commentary masks it, but if it doesn't, then yeah. Alright. I swear in the next episode, or maybe, yeah, next episode, I'm sorry, but in the next episode we'll actually have some fighting, I swear to God. Okay, here is where you assemble your mech. You got your body, which is always needed. Legs, once more, always needed. Arms, technically aren't needed, however, here's the thing. If I take off both my sword and gun, because my shields don't count as weapons, I can't go into battle, because I'll never be able to hurt anything. Wait. I swing with my right or left? I swing with my left. And that's another thing, you can choose which end they're on. Alright. Options, I'm just gonna make sure quickly that I have everything I need. These are my generators, and here's what I believe to be true. The lower the second number is in the division equation, the more quickly it's going to reactivate the shield, or not the shield, the invisibility. You won't be totally invisible, though, and if you take a hit, you're going to go back to being very visible. Okay, I wanted to quickly add this decal onto my back, because in this game, if they shoot your sides, they get a, I believe, a 1.5 damage bonus, and if they shoot you in the back, I believe it's a double damage bonus. So, yeah. Okay, that should be everything. You can run a trial run here if you want to, and in fact, I may do that just to finish off the video. However, here's the thing, these guys are pathetically weak. Even D-rankers can destroy them, so don't put them as a bar of how good you are, how to test your weapons. If you feel like your machine is moving clunkily, here's where you test it. Now, the only thing left to do to personalize all this is to customize my vehicle's name. I always name it something whenever I get a Proton series, give it a sword, and all that. I always name it I see, sorry. Herp-a-derp. H-I-M-A-R-U. After Gin Ichimaru. Why did I pick him? Simply because he seems to use such a great combination of his flash step and his sword. I'm not much of a Bleach fanboy at all. In fact, I can't remember the last time I even watched it. Only time I even watch anything of it is when it involves Gin or, what's the other guy? Urihara? Or, oh no, that's a girl, I think. Ukiura. That's the guy's name. And seeing as they killed off both of them, or at least made Gin disappear, which is what I'm hoping, I just have no reason to watch it anymore, no reason to even listen to the funny bits, except whenever Gin goes bye-bye. And that's actually what he says. Okay, anyways, we got like 4 minutes left. I'm just gonna make sure that I covered everything else real quickly, so that way we can actually just get into the battle. Next day will take you to the next day, and that's not always a bad thing, and great, the schedule's here. Next time we'll do one little crap thing, and that's it. Here's the thing. How could I have gotten this much money when it's only day 2? I cheated in a way. The thing is, it'll go from day 100 and go back to day 1. I'm actually on day, I want to say 302. It might be 202, but we'll check that out later. I'm just going off day 2 just to kind of show you guys how it would be if they made the game a little bit more fair in the beginning. Because this is pretty much not a free-for-all, but a, how do I put this? Everyone against you game. And apparently for the first few days, they do something unique, because normally you will get a C, a B, an A, and a D rank match, 2 nights, 2-day matches, and yes, it does matter. And there will always be at least one of each type of match to go to. By that I mean A, B, C, whatever. Okay. And then afterwards, they'll either have a challenge match or a free day. Free days are deadly. Don't go to them. They may sound like a good idea because there's no entrance fee, unlike the other days. However, any mech can enter. A D ranker, a C ranker, a B ranker, A ranker, and even elites can enter. It's a bad idea. There's also challenge modes with their own different kind of challenges. Because this is a legged SV match, for instance, I wouldn't want to go to Stuttgart. If I went to Hong Kong, shoulder weapons only, I'd be dead in 3 seconds. Egypt users only, that wouldn't be a hard one, I guess. That pretty much means the knockers. But yeah, and then you can look indefinitely as long as you want. I don't know if it'll actually... I don't know if the days stay the same, but anyways. I think that's everything. Except for rankings, but that doesn't really matter because we're just gonna kill them anyways. Alright, we're gonna quickly go back to SVU setup, and for the remainder of the time, we're gonna be in trial run. Next time, we are going to actually fight rankers and wannabe rankers. Right now, I want to get a feel for my mech, and I'll let you get a good look at it, what I can do with it. And I wouldn't be surprised if I accidentally hit the shoulder buttons 20 times. This is the only time that you'll get an entrance like this, and you'll see what I mean next time. Alright, first let's test out Camouflage. And it has a very good recharge rate. That's perfect. Now you can see why I named it Ichimaru. It doesn't turn as tight as I'd like to, but I'll have to get over that. Alright, now, as you see this person's invisible, what I do is shoot my shotgun to pretty much tell where he is, because I can see an outline of him. I just can't really hit him. Grenades, I believe, have a timer limit to go off on them. So, not to mention, it's really hard to aim with them, at least for me, so I see little point in doing it. That's why I always go with the sawed-off shotgun. And My main method of attack is my sword. It can kill rankers in one hit. Just look at what it's doing to these guys when they're even looking at me. I'll try and get one. This is a drone. They're pathetically weak. They won't do you any damage pretty much. And I say pretty much because they really can kill you if you're like really weak. Wow! That didn't just happen. Oh, don't do that. I want to do that screen. You're gonna shoot me with that. I don't know why, but for some reason the AI in this thinks that jumping is the best thing to do. Alright, somebody's shooting me. No shot. Did you shoot me? See, I just shot that little drone in the back of the guy. They're really easy to kill. See, he pretty much shot him right in the center, and I got him to die in one hit. Anyways, just like in the real world fights for this game, you want to go over here to the entrance points to get out of it. There will never be a skull and crossbone mark because they'll just infinitely respawn new people for you to fight. Next time on SLAI, we will go over rankings and kill a ranker. I'll see you guys then.